Kickoff moments away here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Seattle Seahawks. Punter Jake Camarda ready to get this one going. And we're underway from Seattle. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Clock quick right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4. Ready up.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. They're going to try and throw it here. Complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after him.
Caught by the tight end, running that corner. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down from the gun. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
70, 65.
Jackson looking to throw right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Looking to his back to start this one. So back to the huddle now for 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. That's no way to treat your reigning conference player of the week as they dump him for a loss. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and on the Colts side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for them. Still 3rd and 9 coming up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Ready.
Jackson now on 3rd. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Looking in the air here. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. Running their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in balance.
They'll run now on second down. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Here's a throw. We'll have the first down and even more. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
On first down, they'll run. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. And when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pull that in front further, 13-zip. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It leads to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready!
From the gun, Jones gets it. And that's not what the offense style about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now to the running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Looking to throw here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem with this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Brings up
Hold the
2nd
ready.
and goal.
60 Bison.
There's another for it. And he won't get anything this time. They stop him at the 4. Can't manage positive yardage there, and it leaves them with 3rd and goal.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. That's a layup for the touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd down carry for Jones. He cuts it right. It's a foot race. Hits the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice choke plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Again to throw on 2nd. Throwing the out route complete. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Working on 1st down. And this one is launched downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Setting up to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got it.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready!
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Ready! Ready!
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Brought in right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Here's Jackson to throw. Finds him on the slant. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie this game at 21. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. They'll come out throwing. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory.
First down, Colts.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
First down, Indianapolis.
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Ready?
1 play in Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go, here we go.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He huddles past him. Running in the red zone. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He rolls to him, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He'll throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, set.
To throw now. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts grab the lead on their first series of the half.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open or close. You got single high or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. All the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play, and the Seahawks will have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Caught in strong by Rice. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Running it now out of the gun. And a couple of teammates combine in there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road, and what looked like a very clean play.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Six the Eagles! Six the Eagles!
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. And now it's just he and 4 other running backs, the only players to ever reach 25 rushing touchdowns in a single season. With that score, he joins some great company to be in. Sean Alexander, Priest Holmes, and a couple of Hall of Famers like Danian Tomlinson and Evan Smith. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on.
No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Let's go now!
To the air on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He put everything he had into this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Sends this to the end zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the 2nd half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts push their lead to 3. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
that kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
On the ready.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Ready.
Jackson now on third. That'll be caught by Miller. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
For a Seahawks. First down.
Ready.
First and 10.
Option give here. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
4th down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Got all of it, and this is good. And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
You know, I like to leave you in warm-ups, Kate, and get down to the field and watch these. Not only quarterbacks throw it, but these kickers kick it. I want to see the distance. And it's one thing in pregame to make it from 55+. It's quite another to do it in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Working on first down. Setting up the running back screen. Another big rip for it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk work.
He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, Can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. So this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Washington now to return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Ready.
Play fake. Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
79 Broncos. Get it.
He'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play was at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Jackson throwing here. Running a screen now for Jones. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready up.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Go. Go.
From the gun, Jackson. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They look to throw it. Complete out to the right. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Setting up to pass. He's got a man left. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Ball on the 16. It's 2nd and 10.
16-yard line.
Back to the well again. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll motion a tight end left.
Go.
3rd down, give to Brown. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. Now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here.
Makes the score.
So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Seattle.